Hello and welcome to O-Levels Biology lessons. Today we are going to discuss paper 1 topic digestion and alimentary canal. Question number 1. The small intestine of a person contain lower concentration of glucose than present in the blood. We need to understand this situation, what exactly is quoted here. So if we assume this is the alimentary canal of a person, right? These are the villi. They are saying that the glucose concentration is lower in the intestine than present in the blood. Like within the small intestine, there are blood capillaries around, and these blood capillaries around the villi, there are many blood capillaries. And if these blood capillaries contain a high concentration of glucose over here, and within the intestine, it is the within the intestine, it is the lower concentration. So now we are saying how the cells of the villi are going to absorb the glucose. If the glucose is moving from lower concentration to an area of higher concentration, if movement is from lower to higher concentration, so this process require energy. This is active transport, and the nutrients are taken up by the process of active transport against the concentration gradient. Now, question number 2. The diagram shows a section of alimentary canal and associated structures. This is pancreas, this is stomach, and this is the tube coming from the liver, or you can say it's mentioned it is bile duct, and this is the duodenum. We need to understand the structure. Now, they are saying what are the organ P and Q. What is organ P? Organ P is the okay. Organ P is actually, let me write it completely so avoid confusion. Pancreas. So organ P is actually the continuation of the stomach. If you observe, the stomach is the missing structure from here, right? And organ Q is actually the pancreas. So let's see what are the possible options. Organ P is the stomach and organ Q is the pancreas. Now, which statement about the chemical digestion in human alimentary canal is correct? There are few statements given and one of them is correct. Digestion of carbohydrate is completed in colon. Colon is actually the large intestine, and that's not the case. The digestion of carbohydrate is completed in the duodenum, not in the colon. It's completed in the duodenum, right? Enzymes are secreted to break down cellulose in the duodenum. If we are considering the human digestive system, we do not have any enzyme present to break down cellulose. We do not uh, have the enzyme. Protein digestion is completed in the ileum. If this makes sense, the stomach secrete an enzyme that break down starch. No, this is also incorrect. The stomach secrete an enzyme that break down protein. So C is the correct answer. Sometimes in your answers you need to find odd one out. Question number 4. The diagram shows a part of the alimentary canal. The structures are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here we need to identify these structures. Okay, if along the function. Structure 1 is the stomach, and structure 2 is actually, structure 1 is the stomach, stomach 2 is the pancreas, stomach 3 is the ileum, and 4 is the gallbladder, and fifth is the liver. We need to match the structure with the number with the name of the structure and the function. Okay. So structure number 1, they say that stomach, it's the site for digestion of protein. Yes, it is right. But we need to check this three. Absorption of the product in the product of digestion. Yes, it is right. In the ileum, absorption of the nutrient takes place. Emulsification of fats take place in the structure 2. Not the case. Absorption of amino acid and glucose happen in 3. But this is actually incorrect. Okay. They say that production of bile in the liver, in the production of bile, so it does not produce, it actually stores. And structure number 5, they say that it make the digestive enzyme. Liver does not produce any of the digestive enzymes. Structure 2 is the pancreas. Is make digestive enzyme. Number 4, storing storing digestive enzymes. No, the both statements are incorrect. So actually, the correct answer is statement number 1. Which which process involved in the use of nutrient inside the cell? So it is actually assimilation. Uh, this is your liver, and this is your intestine, right? So once the glucose is absorbed, once the glucose is absorbed in small intestine, it is sent to the liver, and this excess of glucose is converted into glycogen, right? So if the nutrients are used inside the cell properly, so it is actually the process of assimilation. What is the example of assimilation? Assimilation is absorption of glycerol into lacteal, breakdown of alcohol into the liver, building up of protein from amino acid, release of hormone from the gland. Assimilation, we read it previously, building up of protein from amino acid or conversion of glucose into glycogen. These are the two examples of assimilation. If simpler molecules are uh, converting into complex molecule like glucose is converting into glycogen, or amino acids are converting into protein. Like simple substances are converting into more useful form. This is actually assimilation. Which digestive process take place in the mouth? Does like in mouth we are sorry in mouth we are chewing the food as well as the digestive enzymes are present. So basically, in the mouth, chemical digestion is taking place, mechanical digestion is taking place, and saliva. Mouth contains saliva, which dissolve the nutrients, right? Mouth contains teeth, which break down the food mechanically, and mouth contains saliva, which contain amylase. So it means that the chemical digestion is also taking place right here. Now, question number 8. Each part of alimentary canal has optimum pH. that digest food there. So, which what is the optimum pH of an enzyme that work in the stomach? A stomach contains proteins that work best at 1 till 2 pH. The contents in the stomach are too acidic. Question number 9. Which feature makes the villus well adapted for absorption of amino acid within the ileum? It has large surface area, it has thin wall. Lacteal has nothing to do with the amino acid. Only the presence of lacteal make this answer unsuitable. The uh, intestine has large surface area to volume ratio. It has a good blood supply. It has thin wall. This statement make more sense. Okay, a small surface area. These two make the complete statement invalid. So if you want to pick and choose between statement number one and two, statement number A and B, so you are going to pick B as your final answer, not A, because lacteal is irrelevant related to the absorption of amino acid. This is a mind map, I say, for a biology student. This is a very important mind map. This structure shows the blood capillary, and these are the body cells. Okay, the diagram shows a chemical being exchanged between some cells in the blood capillary. So uh, they can show that there are some molecules B that are moving from blood to the body cell. Blood to blood to the body cell is the C. So body cell must be requiring something important. So amino acid and oxygen, yes, it makes sense. Okay. But what substances will be returning from body cell to the blood capillary? Uh, is it carbon dioxide and maltose? Carbon dioxide is fine, but the problem is maltose has nothing to do. It's not the correct description. Okay, carbon dioxide is a wasteful substance, so does not need to go into the body cell. This is incorrect. Carbon dioxide and urea are not going into the body cell. Glucose and amino acids, glucose and oxygen reach to the body cell. This is correct. Carbon dioxide and water diffuse into the blood capillary. Yes, this is likely possible. So the best choice for the answer is this.